All the way to the right. Coach, in the middle. Head Coach Wes Miller and Mustafa Cham. Coach, opening statement.
Listen, do you want me to get the mic or talking to the mic, or this is fine?
Yeah, just talking to the mic here.
Okay. First off, that's the 6th ranked team in the country and a team that a lot of people are picking to win the national championship. And if there's anything that I take from tonight is that this could be a great team. And we've been saying that in press conferences and to the media. And I know how it goes. Everybody thinks it's damn coach speak, but it's not. This could be a great basketball team. They beat us to some loose balls to start the second half. They beat us on the backboards in the second half. Our offense got stagnant in the second half, and when we did call some action, we had some real breakdowns. We struggled to get the ball inside when we were having an advantage down there and really being able to play out of the post. And those things were frustrating, and that allowed Louisville to get the momentum in the game. But those things are very controllable and things that we can get to work on. So if we choose to tighten up, I think we can keep improving. So I'm disappointed in the loss. I was happy with some of the way that we executed our defensive game plan, especially in the first half. And there were some breakdowns there in the second half that were, again, disappointing, but things we can learn from and correct.
Open it up for questions.
What were they able to do second half, especially to get Conwell going? It seemed like that you guys did a great job on Brown, but then the dam kind of broke with Conwell.
Well, with Brown, we really wanted to. We were hoping that he would take a high number of attempts, that the ball would be in his hands a lot, and we wanted him to try to do it all. And we knew that if we played that way, that you might look down at the end of the game and he's at 22. But we had no problem with that. We wanted to look down and say 4 for 15. And so from that standpoint, we did a nice job on Brown. Now, getting to the free throw line was a problem, and I didn't like how we got back in front of him, and he does a nice job of putting his body on you. I thought we did a great job on Conwell in the first half. JC relaxed one time. He gets a 3. Kerr relaxes one time. But in the second half, we had a lot of breakdown. And he's a guy that when you make a mistake, we know this from playing against him for the last couple years, when you make a mistake, he makes you pay. Whether it was just not being alert defensively, Kerr doesn't get below him and get through screens on the baseline. That kind of got him going. But again, errors that are correctable. And then the last thing, I know that's not what you asked, but we're going to shoot the ball better. Like, we're a good offensive team. We're going to be better from the free throw line. We left a lot out there on the free throw line tonight. I think 2 front ends and 1-and-1s and late in the first half. We're going to this group is still learning. They're young, not all of them, but there's some young ones, and then there's some new ones that aren't young, and they're still learning. They want to win badly. They want to play the right way, but they're still learning what that's going to take to close out games like this. And there's a different level of focus to how you execute. There's a different level of focus to what you do every day. And I have faith that they'll get that right. So if anything tonight, I have confidence in what we can be, but I'm very disappointed in our second half.
Is Baba all right, and is it a different game if he stays in the game?
I don't play that game, Scott. I don't play is it a different game. Basketball's basketball. Stuff happens. Almost said something else, but stuff happens. And I don't play the excuse game. You guys have been around me for 4 years now. I don't play the excuse game. I don't do that crap. I don't care if I'm supposed to. I don't do that crap. So I don't ask questions. Don't ask questions about is it a different game. We lost the game. That's what a damn is. Baba, I don't know. He got hit in the hip. I tried to give it a go and wasn't able to. So we'll reevaluate when we know more.
Sincere Harris played 20 minutes, seemed like he was really competing against a guard-heavy lineup. Is there a part of you that wanted to play him as much as possible, just knowing he's a huge piece of the defense and shutting down such a good lineup that Louisville has?
Yeah, I think Sincere is incredibly important to our team. And so his role is important. I think of him as a starter, even though he's not hearing his name called. And, he's incredibly important. I thought he did a really nice job for the most part tonight defensively, and he was able to put some pressure on the rim on the offensive end in transition.
Sean kind of got going there at the end, but in a high-level game like this, where maybe he's looking at that matchup between him and Michael Brown, how hard is a game like this for such a young guy like Sean?
Sean's going to be fine. They just asked me the same question on the radio. I'll say the same thing. There was a kid by the name of VJ Edgecombe. I don't know how much you guys follow college basketball, but VJ Edgecombe was at Baylor last year. In the first 2 months of the season, everybody talked about how he wasn't as good as expected and all that crap. And we played them, I think, in their second or third game of league play, and we didn't guard him. We played 5 feet off of him. And then all of a sudden, VJ Edgecombe became the best freshman in our league, and he was a top 5 pick in the NBA draft. Okay? Freshmen are freshmen. They got to keep learning. Sean Abaya's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. I got no worries about it. He's going to be fine on nights like tonight early in his career, and he's certainly going to be fine as we keep going. So I have no worries about Sean Abaya.
Coach, it looked like you guys were able to establish the inside-out game early. Was there something that you saw with Louisville to kind of get guys like Mustafa, Tyler, those guys going early?
We have it. We should have an advantage on the interior in most games this year. And if anything, I was frustrated we didn't get the ball to those guys more. We were trying to call some stuff to get it into Moo in the second half, and we weren't able to convert those passes. We threw it away a couple times trying to give it to him, and that was frustrating. Again, we got to get back to the drawing board there. But when we were able to get it to him, I thought he made nice plays, whether he was scoring it or kicking it out, so we got an advantage.
What was the difference on the glass in the second half, 23-14 for Louisville?
Well, we were winning the board, I think, by 6 at halftime, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I think we got to learn from that. You know, you're winning the effort plays, the loose ball plays, the rebounding plays, and you look down and you hadn't shot it worth a heck, and you're winning the game because we were winning all that stuff. We got to be able to sustain that kind of effort, and we didn't sustain that in the second half. And, you know, Baba Miller and Mustafa can't be the only guys, and Tyler competing for the ball. It's got to be everybody.
Mustafa, can you talk about your block at the end of the first half? Gave you guys some momentum going into the locker room, and how difficult that was to sustain in the second half.
Yeah, I think we have a really good defensive team. We just got to make some more effort. And every time we play a good defense, like as a team, it's going to be easy for us big men to protect the basket. And I think that's what it was. The guards did a very good job, you know, winding up their men so I can come behind and just block it.
Mustafa, you were able to kind of showcase that mid-range jumper a little bit today. What was working to you? 5 from 7, 10 points, 9 rebounds. Was there something working for you there?
You know, just my teammate trust me and give it to me in the post, and then I just had to go do whatever I can do. And whether it's defense or offense, it doesn't really matter to me. All I'm looking for is just help my teammates and then get it up.
As a player, it's frustrating to lose a game like this with how well you guys played defensively in the first half. What are your takeaways that you can build on moving on to the rest of the season?
I would say just be more sharp and then be more ready to play defense. Sometimes I think every one of us just relax sometimes, and that's relaxing is a mistake in defense. And all we gotta do is just get back in the gym tomorrow and get better.
Are things offensively starting to slow down, being more of a back to the basket guy?
I don't know. I would say I'm still learning myself. I'm 19, so I'm still learning myself. So I'm just working on everything overall and just trying to be the best I can be.
Another question or two? All good? Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Just